All right, it's time for a new round. Here come our fighters. I can already feel their excitement. Betting is now open. Bet on the winner using the commands shown. Quickly now, place your bets before the timer ends. After the fight, points will be distributed to chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement and eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person, so betting with the majority is not always smart. I've seen cleaner fights and bets are now locked. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight. And here is your champion. Points will now be distributed among chatters. I want to see some new faces. Let's do another round. And here are our fighters. Let's give them a warm welcome. Betting is now open. Bet on the winner using the commands shown. Quickly now, place your bets before the timer ends. After the fight, points will be distributed to chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement and eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person, so betting with the majority is not always smart. Bets are now locked. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight. Bomb incoming. Now that is just disrespectful. We're down to the final two. And here is your champion.
All right, your boy's gonna give some live narration.
Among chatters. I've seen cleaner fights in parking lots. I want to see some new faces. Let's do another round.
All right, so everyone in the chat, if you type join, you can get dropped in the next round. Looks like we have middle-aged man 7719. All right, so we have No Scopy has super strength, indecisive, refuses to update apps, whatever, middle-aged man, skilled but weak strikes, avoids online arguments, and we have just checkpoints, aggressive, and super strength. You know, super strength is very rare. I've never seen it twice in one round, so this is quite interesting game. You can bet in the chat by clicking bet 1, bet 2, bet 3, etc. Although it's a little late, looks like people didn't get their bets in, but that's okay. Oh, one vote for No Scopy. Here we go. The fight is starting. No Scopy gets knocked away instantly by the super strength. This is going to be a quick fight. Whoever hits a launch attack first and shows that super strength is really going to send him flying. There's a lot of blocks going back and forth. Middle-aged man knocks down just checkpoint 57. But if just checkpoint hits one of those big launch attacks, I think it's over. You can tell middle-aged man has those weak strikes, not launching just checkpoint very far with any strike. Gets knocked down again. Just checkpoint looks like he is about to get destroyed. Gets a nice little block in, but middle-aged man 7719 takes it for your first round.
That concludes the game. Now I will show the final standings before we reset. Congratulations too.
Let's move on to the next round.
Burger, I want to see some new faces. Let's do another round.
I'm gonna place some bets too as
well.
It's
a bird. It's a plane. No, it's our
Let's see
fighters.
what's going on here.
I sense a fantastic battle in the air.
We have a
Betting is
Huge
now
round
open.
here.
Bet
6
on the winner
people.
using the
Middle-aged
commands
man, our
shown.
reigning champion.
Quickly
Skilled
now,
weak strikes.
place your
Bet
bets
1.
before the timer ends.
Bet 1 in the chat to
After the
have him
fight,
there.
points will be distributed to
We have
chatters
Muta,
based on their chosen
indecisive,
fighter's
fast
placement
attacking.
and
Jason is
eliminations.
watching. Amateur
Multiple
with weak
chatters betting on the
strikes.
same fighter will result in a
We
smaller
have
portion of points
Observer
per person.
guest,
So betting with
indecisive,
the majority is
offense
not always
only.
smart.
And we have Quiet Kid 295. Defense only, powerful strikes. I have seen that combination. Ooh, Jason watching skilled and powerful strikes. That's a very strong combination. I'm going to go ahead and
This
actually
arena
bet
has a smell.
on middle-aged man
I'm
numbers
hungry now.
because I think he has a pretty decent chance. Right now, let's see what goes on. Fight's about to start. Bets are now
Bets
closing. We
are
have
now
3.
locked.
We have one
Here we
bet
go.
on number 1, one
3,
bet on number 2, and one
2,
bet on number 6.
1,
Let's see what happens
fight.
here. My favorite to win is number 6, but looks like everyone's kind of splitting off. Observer guest number 4 just
Here's
kind
a
of
tip.
sitting there doing
Bombs
nothing.
don't
Knocks
care.
down middle-aged man, the reigning champion.
We're down
Jason
to
is
5.
watching, gets knocked
Fighter
off. I was
6
wrong.
has had
Another
enough.
kill. We're
That
down to
ends the round for
3
fighter 2.
left. We have middle-aged man going for a big spin attack. Our reigning champion gets knocked away by Quiet Kid, but he barely managed to catch the edge there. He's not quite out yet. Observer and Quiet Kid are fighting. Middle-aged coming in from the back, gets knocked away. Does a double block right there. Another block. He keeps blocking everything. Another block by middle-aged man right there. Observer gets knocked away. Middle-aged man gets knocked to the edge. He's just barely clinging on. What a clutch. Quiet Kid's on 1 sliver health. Can he finish it? Middle-aged man knocks. Quiet Kid blocks. And middle-aged man takes it again. In a lobby with such strong contenders, I did not expect that. But that was impressive by middle-aged man. With the second back-to-back win. And middle-aged man who clearly bet on himself is now in the lead with 150 points. Congratulations to you.
Round.
Let's see what's going on.
Here come our fighters.
Now.
I can already feel their excitement.
New round. Midnight plays a sub. He has an
Betting
elephant
is
trunk.
now open. Bet on the winner using the commands
Quite a
shown.
cool little
Quickly now,
elephant
place
hat
your
he
bets
has
before
on
the
there.
timer
I'm
ends.
enjoying that.
After the
Dull
fight,
edge, slow
points will be
attack.
distributed
Gets
to
names
chatters
immediately.
based
Drinks
on their
coffee.
chosen fighter's
Looks like his
placement
traits
and
are not
eliminations.
quite helping him
Multiple
out.
chatters betting on the
Skirt,
same
he has
fighter
turtle speed and
will
super
result in a
strength.
smaller
We have
portion
probably
of
Free
points
Cam,
per
who is
person.
literally
So
the
betting
Flash.
with the
He's going to be
majority
speeding
is not
around here.
always smart.
Let's see what happens with. I'm going to bet on the Flash with another little bet. Once again, everyone should bet in the chat. I'm going to bet on the Flash because... Oh, and we have number 5 as an ex-gladiator and he's lethal. Okay, I'm switching my vote to number 5 because I'm pretty sure that is kind of broken. But let's see what happens.
Bets
I'm
are
sorry,
now
middle-aged
locked.
man,
Here
but
we go.
I think
3,
the skill
2,
differential
1,
is
fight.
against you right now. But let's see what goes on. Skirt lol number 5, my favorite, knocking the champion away. Nightship versus Skirt. There's a lot of little skirmishes going on around here. Skirt blocks 2 attacks, knocks at middle-aged man, but he blocks
Someone
again.
just lost their
There's
bet.
just a battle of skill going back and forth. Middle-aged man knocks down Skirt
getting
lol.
excited.
We see Nightship
That's
go
it for
down
fighter
there.
1.
We see
That's
Skirt
it
lol
for
taking
fighter
out 2,
4.
taking out 3. And then going for his 4th, he just wipes out the
here is your
entire
champion.
lobby.
Points will
And it
now
looks
be
like our
distributed
winner
among
this round is
chatters.
number 5, lethal and
Please
ex-gladiator
subscribe and
Skirt
support this
lol
channel.
694.
Burgerman
Unfortunately,
is threatening me.
middle-aged man has been dethroned.
Let's start a new
That was a
round.
close battle right there.
Here come our fighters. I can already feel their
All
excitement.
right, now we have a battle of 4. Buffering Jordan
Betting is now
IRL.
open. Bet on the winner
We
using the
have
commands shown.
Spray.
Place your
Spray
bets
live.
before the
Yes,
timer
Mita
ends.
is now in the chat.
After the
is now
fight,
number 1,
points will
and
be
we have
distributed to
Nah.
chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement
see what goes
and
on here.
eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person.
Indecisive.
So betting
Right
with
now,
the
it doesn't look
majority
like
is not
anyone
always
can
smart.
really contend with Skirt lol. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna destroy everyone. But once again, oh, we have another ex-gladiator with fast attacks. You know,
Bets are now
voting
locked.
on the
Here we
underdog
go.
in this
3,
economy is
2,
never a bad thing.
1,
So
fight.
let's see what happens here. Skirt lol fighting with Nah, the 2 ex-gladiators fighting Nah, launches spray and pray live away. Skirt lol coming in for the finishing block attack, just finessing. Look at those
just
2
letting
fighting
this
each
happen.
other. Oh, Skirt lol gets knocked away, knocked
That's it for
off.
fighter 1.
Now we have Nah, who's at half health versus buffering Jordan. Nah does probably still have the advantage because of his health,
Tip for you.
but we'll see what ends up
sometimes
happening.
spawn faster. Timing matters. They also get a bit more
Nah
health
chases
and
down,
strength.
buffering Jordan. Does another block, buffering Jordan, trying to hold on. Nah running away a little bit. He's playing a little passive, which is one of his strengths, I guess, as an ex-gladiator. Look at how he slowly closes the gap. Now Jordan, they're both just kind of keeping the distance from each other. Buffering gets an attack and gets a block right there. That's quite a nice combination. Jordan knocks him down, but it seems like Nah just is barely taking any damage and wipes him out with one hit there. He does have that lethal trait, which makes him do a lot of damage. And clearly, Nah, the ex-gladiator, takes it.
Reset. Congratulations too.
That was a good fight right there.
All right, it's time for a new round. And here are our
Alright,
fighters.
let's see what happens. We have
welcome.
me, myself, and I
open.
chat arena
Bet on the
GG.
winner
We
using
have
the commands
Muta, who's
shown.
another ex-gladiator
Quickly
in the
now,
chat, but she's
place
moves
your
at
bets
turtle
before the
speed.
timer ends.
Meanwhile, I
After
am
the
weak
fight,
strikes and
points will
defense
be
only,
distributed
so
to
I'm
chatters
probably
based
going
on
to
their
get
chosen fighters'
cooked.
placement and
But
eliminations.
let's see what happens between
Multiple
Muta
chatters betting on the same
and number
fighter
2. I
will
don't
result
know
in a smaller portion
will win.
of points per person. So
I'll just
betting
bet
with
on
the
our reigning
majority
champion,
is not
Nah,
always smart.
as our winner, but we will
Bets
see what
are now
happens
locked.
here.
Here we go. 3, 2,
Muta says, please let me
1,
win. We'll see what
fight.
happens. I'm gonna be goated. Alright, I'm going in there. I knock Nah back. I get blocked. I get sent flying. Nah is just on my body, getting ready to finish me off. Oh! I knock him to the edge, but it's not enough to knock him over. I go over to Muta, our other ex-gladiator. Knock her down. I'm kind of the GOAT right here. Let's see what goes on. Going back against Nah. Attack is blocked. I block back.
Here's a
Big
tip.
attack block
Subscribers
again.
can use
Block
join,
again
dash, sub
by me.
for
Chat
priority
arena
spawns.
GG. Knocking down Muta. Look at, I'm holding down fort. Blocking like a defensive savant, which I think was one of my traits, was defense only, which means I do barely any damage, but it is what it is. Now we see me going in for attack. I get wiped out by Nah. Now we have the 2 gladiators left alive. Let's see what happens between these 2. They're both duking it out. Muta knocks him away, bringing him down to a sliver of health. It's going to be close from here. I'm going to drop a bomb in to make the arena more interesting. Nah blocks his. That could have been the finishing attack right there, but unfortunately, I drop a bomb. Will it knock them both out? I knocked them both down with my bomb. That was kind of a funny bomb. And Nah takes Muta down.
Is your champion.
That is
Points
so
will now be
unfortunate.
distributed among
We have
chatters.
Muta in the chat complaining, but I'm sorry. That's the end for you. It looks like it's going to be hard for... It's going to be quite hard
Let's
to beat
start
Nah.
a new round.
I doubt... It's crazy how many ex-gladiators I've been seeing around.
And here
because
are our fighters.
usually that's an
Let's give
extremely
them a
rare
warm
trait.
welcome.
Like, I doubt any of these people over here.
Betting is now open. Bet
Weak
on the winner
strikes.
using
We
the
have
commands
super strength
shown.
from Dex though, so he could
Quickly
actually,
now,
if he can land
place your
attack
bets
on
before the
Nah,
timer ends.
he can send him
After
flying.
the fight, points will be distributed to chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement and eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person.
I'm gonna let this one
So
play out
betting
while I
with the
upload a
majority
YouTube video.
is not always smart. Oh, bets are now locked. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight. I've seen cleaner fights in parking lots. That's the end for Fighter 3. That body had a family. Bomb incoming. Type bomb if you want to drop another one. There are just 3 fighters left. That's my lucky number. Fighter 5 is eliminated. And here is your champion. Points will now be distributed among chatters. All right, it's time for a new round. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's our fighters. I sense a fantastic battle in the air. Betting is now open. Bet on the winner using the commands shown. Quickly now, place your bets before the timer ends. After the fight, points will be distributed to chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement and eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person, so betting with the majority is not always smart. Bets are now locked. Here we go. 3, 2,
All right, I'm gonna do one
fight.
last little narration real quick for this round. We have Muta, we have Na, we have I don't know. Muta gets sent off the cliff. We have I don't know and Na fighting each other. Na knocks down I don't know. It's a quick fight right over here. They're going back and forth, back and forth. Let's see what happens. Na knocks down I don't know. They're just kind of a brawl fest right now. The skill is not as apparent. Na blocks the attack there. Blocks again. Finish. Goes for another attack. Block. Spin attack. Block. Na wipes out I don't know in style right there. That was stylish. I haven't seen anything like that. For anyone new in the chat, you can type in order to join the chat. If you type join, you'll be put into the next round. If you type bet, you're allowed to bet on the next winners. So coming up, you type dash join, and then you can also type /bet later to place your bets and see if you get your points right. So here are our two fighters. We have Na, and we also have Muta. So place your bets in the chat based on who you think is going to win. We have Bet. Na is our ex-gladiator, and we have Muta, who is our contender here, but probably not with much of a shot here, but let's see what goes on. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Na running from the start. Muta going in bloodthirstily. Na does a nice little block. Muta says, hey, I have a chance in the chat. We'll see. Muta gets knocked away for almost all her health. Na already on his victory lap. Let's see what happens. Muta does another block. Muta knocks down Na. You know, actually got Na down to half health. This is quite impressive. I haven't seen this, unfortunately, gets eliminated. But actually did a pretty good run there. Got Na down quite a decent amount of health. That was better than I expected. Let's see what ends up happening in the next one. We have Na, who has now been our 5-time reigning champion. Just absolutely obliterating everyone.
Let's give them a warm welcome.
But hopefully one of these 4 people can finally beat Na. We have Na once again. We have Lemmy, who's a newborn baby. I don't think he's going to win. We have Hard Paws, who is the Flash, although that doesn't really apply to his attacks. We have Only Kevin Streams, who's a sub. He's skilled. He has fast attacks. And we have Exo, who has powerful strikes. You know, there's a chance that one of these guys could knock Na off the cliff. I feel like right now, that's probably one of the only chances we have to be able to defeat this guy. But we're going to have to watch and see what ends up happening. Let's see. We have some bets in the chat. We'll have another bet in the chat. Looking good. Let's see what happens. Fights are about to start. Let's see if Na can finally gets dethroned. Only Kevin fighting Na right now. Hard Paws, they both are going in. Hard Paw gets a nice little hit of no. Only Kevin gets knocked off. Exo is dancing on his body. Na is getting attacked from all sides. Na is down to 1 sliver of health. This is where he could be dethroned. Exo just needs to get one more strike. And Na is dethroned by Exo. Wow. What a hit. Yes, Muta is celebrating in the chat. Hard Paws, the Flash is just running around at light speed. Look how fast this guy is. He just celebrates a victory lap right there. Points will now be distributed. We have Chat Arena GG, which is myself at first place. Dad Dog Stories at second, and we have Mutant at number 3.
Let's start a new round. And here are our fighters.
Moving into the next round, it's a 1v1. I'm gonna let this play around a bit while I upload a video.
Betting is now open. Bet on the winner using the commands shown. Quickly now, place your bets before the timer ends. After the fight, points will be distributed to chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement and eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person, so betting with the majority is not always smart. Bets are now locked. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight. And here is your champion. Points will now be distributed among chatters. That concludes the game. Now I will show the final standings before we reset. Congratulations too. Alright, it's time for a new round. And here are our fighters. Let's give them a warm welcome. Betting is now open. Bet on the winner using the commands shown. Quickly now, place your bets before the timer ends. After the fight, points will be distributed to chatters based on their chosen fighter's placement and eliminations. Multiple chatters betting on the same fighter will result in a smaller portion of points per person, so betting with the majority is not always smart. Bets are now locked. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fight. Someone just lost their bet. Fighter 2 won't be moving on. Take your time, I'm sure not. And here is your champion. Points will now be distributed among chatters. Let's start a new round. Here come our fighters. I can already feel their excitement.